That's right. Today we are going to review and rehome this Tomyvic 6-inch one-handed chainsaw. So follow along in the video and I'll give you instructions about how you can enter to be the next owner or next home of this handy little tool. So if you've got property, then you've got lots of small jobs to tackle, and you might not need a full-size chainsaw, but you might find a small saw to be very handy. This Tomyvic shipped in a nice hard case, and it came with 2 batteries, a pair of safety glasses, a pair of garden gloves, which I don't have on me right now, and a few maintenance tools. And we're going to give it a go today. So I've actually got a big job behind me, but big jobs are made of small jobs. So I'm going to test this out on some of these branches of this fallen spruce tree and see how this Tomyvic 6-inch saw performs. So it's got a 21-volt battery. There's 2 of them that came. It doesn't have a charging base. It just has a little electric plug hole there, and you charge it from your standard 120 volt wall charger. Now, if you've looked at this saw on the internet, you might have been confused the way that I was, or maybe not, but I thought that maybe because of this guard that limited the size of branch that you can cut, but this is actually on a swivel as a protective guard over the chain, so you can presumably cut larger stuff. Let's test it out. Well, it comes with a sharp chain. You can see where this would be handy for doing work around a garden where you got lots of little maybe shrubs coming up, or you got to trim back some bushes. All chainsaws, it cuts best if you cut closest to the machine. Still a high-speed saw, so you don't want to get too close to your human limbs. Just keep it to the tree limbs. If you're like me and you do a lot of your heating with fuel wood, then you know that it's nice to have lots of dry small wood to put on your fire on top of your kindling to really get it going before you put your bigger wood on. So I always have a stack of that in my house. You'd have to burn all these branches anyway to keep the yard tidy, so I might as well cut them up into fuel wood. Okay, let's talk about the rehoming of this saw. It's working pretty good. I'm going to keep cutting and see how big of a stack of wood I get off of one battery. There is a second battery. I noticed that it is loosening up a little bit, but it did ship with a wrench, so I'm going to retighten that chain after I'm done running down a battery here. So if you're interested to be the new home of this saw, leave me a comment below and write down in your comment the word Tomyvic. So Tomyvic. You have to spell it right because I'm going to use a word search, and I'm going to randomly draw one person. You have to be in North America. I can't afford to ship overseas. So if you're in North America, the United States or Canada, and you want to get this saw, then just drop me a comment with the word Tomyvic in the comment. A couple more branches. I didn't think it was going to run this long. So far, so good. Some of those are a little out of reach, but I had another tree fall down recently, and so I've got a pile of branches down here that I can cut. Just waiting for this saw to run out of power, which it hasn't done yet. Okay, well, it ran out. Maybe I didn't have to come down into this hole to get 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 more cuts, but let's add this to our stack of wood, and I'll show you how it did. There it is. From 121 volt battery, so there is a second battery, so presumably I could cut this much wood again. One thing you want to keep in mind when you buy these small saws is it is sometimes a little bit difficult to get the saw file to sharpen these up, but you'll find them on Amazon, which is probably where I'll also link this Tomyvic. So they've sent me a couple links for you. If you're interested, you can go and check them out, see what other tools they offer, and I'm going to draw a new home for this guy on New Year's Day, January 1st. So get those comments in, and somebody is going to be using this in their yard next. I'm going to clean it up, tighten the chain, rebox it for you so it should be in very slightly used condition. The saw guard did its job. Hasn't bumped the chain anywhere, so it looks like it's still in like really good condition. It's got a little bit of side-to-side play, but that doesn't seem to be an issue. And I did find it to be very light and easy to operate one-handed. Okay, let's get the sled and load this firewood up. think that just wasn't quite tight when I started with it.